Hi guys, welcome again. Now we will discuss a new question that is a very good problem that I have reviewed, and it is asked in various challenge like you can say code 20 challenge and HackerRank. Most of the challenges problem because it was repeated in 3 or 4 challenges again and again. This is a very simple algorithm based question based on array, you can say, or modulus approach, or you can say operational approach. The name is divisible sum pairs. uh, by the name you can take a look, or you can see that how it will solved by us. Divisible sum pair in which there is an array and we have to find that pairs that is divisible by a specific number that we will provide, or that will provide it as an input. So we have to find that pair. If we if we add that pair's values, then it must be divisible by k, or you can say a specific value. So here suppose a0 a1 that as an array element, and if we will add a0 and a1, then it must be divisible by k. So if it is not, then we will move to a0 a2, and then after that a0 a3, you can say that. So if it is divisible by k is the specific number that we will give in the input, then we will find that okay, this is divisible and this is not divisible. After that we have to print that number, that count, that how many pairs are there that will exactly divisible by that specific number. So suppose there is a constraint that the array size must be. So this is the array size, you can say, from 2 to 100. 2 must be there because how we will check it, okay, it is a pair or not. And k is a specific number that must be the same, and that is the element value, that is 100. Okay, so suppose there is a input that is 6 and 3. 6 is the array's element size, and 3 is the specific value that we want to add, or it must be divided by 3. So suppose, and that is the input string, or you can say input array elements. So if we will add 1 plus 3, that is 4. 4 is not divisible by 3. Then we will add 1 plus 2. Okay, it is divisible, so count is 1. Then 1 plus 6, not divisible. 1 plus 1, not divisible. 1 plus 2, okay, it is divisible, so count is 2. Then 3 plus 6, count is 2, 3. Then 2 plus 1, that is 3. Then 3 plus you can say 2 plus 1, that is. So after that you can say that the pair is 0 2, this means first and second value, 0 and second element, then 0 5 element, then 1 3 element, then 2 4 element, then 4 5 element. Okay, so last there. So there is only, you can say that there is 5 value, that is that pair is divisible by 3, or k is supposed to do that. So how we will solve it, in C++. So let me say, it's a program, you can say, that's include with std++h. You can use also iostream.h. It is name space std, then into main. So we will need first of all 3 variable for that is int n, that is the size of that, then int k, that is specific value that we want to use, and then the array element, that is c in for n and for k. So we have taken an input, then int of array size n. So int an, the array element that we have to clear. We can use dynamic arrow also, because here we have taken an input, so it must be dynamic. Next, then we will take input. How we will take input? We will take for int I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus the element. Then we will take input c in a I. So array will be stored here. Okay, now what we will do, we have to check every element that this element, that's for example 1 2 3 4 2 1. So we have to check every element. First will be added to 2, then 1 will be added to 3, then 1 will be added to 4, then 1 will again added to 2, 1 will again added to 1. So we will add every element by 1 to every element, every other element. So what we will need two for loop, nested loop, and then again the repetition will be from 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and then 2 can be divisible by, you can say, 2 to 1, but 2 to 1 is the same value, so we will not use it again because we will not repeat it again. Okay, so then this means that is for loop. For int I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. so so you can say that here we have used a for loop, and in that for loop we will again use an next for loop. Usually we don't use nested for loop, but here it is a very small size, because as we know that okay, the size of n is 100, n is fixed, so we can check it. Okay, that is not fixed. Here we can also see that it's only a limitation. We should not use that, but we can use it again and again. In that for loop we will use int new variable, that is j, and it will start from I plus 1. What do you mean by this I plus 1? Because as I said earlier that here it is the element, suppose 1 2 3. So if we want to add 1 and 1 not 1 and 2, this means first index and second index, or first index and third index. So any array element will not add it by itself. So here it will go like this. So this loop will also take smaller because it's not a last element. Then j will be to the last, and then j plus plus. Sorry. Next. Now we will check here that if ai, this means the first element, and then aj, that's the second element. If ai and aj, that's first and second element, percent k. Why we need percent k? Because we have to find it is divisible or not. So if it is divisible, the modulus will be 0, so the remainder will be 0, so we are using for that purpose here. Now I am taking again a variable, that is int count, that is used for int count is equal to 0. If it will be 0, then count will be incremented, count plus plus, count will be incremented. If it is not, then the loop will go again and again and again. How it will go, we will check it here. 2 3 4 5. So the first loop will go there, the 2 will be added, then this for loop will be executed. In this for loop 2 will be added by 3, 2 plus 3 will be 5, and 5 is not divisible by, if you can say the specific number is 3 or 4. So 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 is not divisible by 3. So the again next for loop will be executed, and the j will be executed. Then 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 is divisible by 3, so counter will be 1. Again 2 plus 5, it is not divisible, so counter will be again 1. Next 2 is already executed, then the loop will go from 3. 3 will not added by 2 again, because already we have checked 2 plus 3, so we will not check 3 plus 2 again and again. So we will check 3 plus 4, and then we will check 3 plus 5. After that we will check 4 plus 5. So we can see that here only one counter, one pair is divisible by 3. So that was it. That was the solution. So what I did, we have to print the output, that how many count is equal, and here we have used ai plus ij, that should be in the bracket, within the bracket, because how it will check that if the sum of this pair will be divided by k. So we have used this. Then now we will check that what is the output and how it will work. So suppose I am giving the same integers or same input that is used by a hacker rank 6 3. 6 is the number of elements in an array. 3 is the specific number that must be divisible, and then 1, then 3, then 2, then 6, 1, and last 2. So 1 plus 3, it is divisible by 4, so but it is not divisible by 3. Then 1 plus 2, okay, it is divisible by 3. 1 plus 6, not. 1 plus 1, not. 1 plus 2, 3, okay, it is again divisible by 3. Then 3 plus 6, nice, but other will not. Then 2 plus 1, yep. So how it will check, we will see that 1 3 2 6 1 2. So there should be 5, as we say. Okay, the 5 is the value. We will check for again the next value or next input. Suppose now my value is suppose now my value is 4 and the divisible number is 3. So 1 plus 2 plus 3, then plus 4. So here the number is only divisible by the counter is only will be 2, because 1 plus 2 3, then 1 plus 3 not work, 1 plus 4 not work, then 2 plus 4 it will work. So the counter should be 2, the number is should be 2. So here it is very easy question. We just have to check the percentage of that number, or you can say modulus or remainder for that sum. We will take the 2 loop for that. Because the size of array is so small, so we can use 2 loops. We can use many functions regarding that. So that was the solution for that divisible sum pairs solution. Divisible sum pairs solution can be searched here also in codenv.com. At codenv.com you can find the solution in in two different solutions. One is of 2 is in C++, and then one is in Python language also. So you can check in that. We have also given the solution of in Java language also, so you can check it here. That is codenv.com. Please visit codenv.com. Please like and subscribe our channel. Comment another optimistic and better solution if you have. Thank you for watching this. Enjoy the code. This is Saif from codenv.